They don't message you anymore. They don't check in. They don't ask how you're doing. They forgot you. Good. Let them. They were there when you were fun, when you had energy, when you were full of potential. But the moment you started breaking, the moment things got heavy, they disappeared. They ghosted your struggle. They looked away from your pain, and they left you with nothing but the echo of your own thoughts. Good, because in that silence, something else begins. That silence is where you stop pretending, where the mask comes off, where your real self is forced to show up. No applause, no audience, just pain, and the choice to do something about it. They forgot you, not because you were weak, but because they never saw how deep your strength could go. They forgot you because you made them uncomfortable, because you reminded them of the work they were avoiding in themselves. So let them forget. Let them scroll past your name. Let them think you disappeared. Let them assume you're done, because that silence, that isolation, that invisible suffering, it's not the end, it's the beginning. You're not here to beg for attention. You're here to become undeniable. You're here to rebuild in silence so that when you rise, they'll have no choice but to look again and realize they missed the transformation. They forgot you. Good. Now build in the silence. This is the part they don't understand. The discipline behind closed doors, the mental battles at 3 a.m., the meals skipped, the money stretched, the goals written in notebooks no one reads. This is the grind with no glory, the reps that don't get filmed, the pain that doesn't post well, the focus that feels like isolation. This is the part where you decide no one's coming, so I go anyway. You don't talk about the work, you live it, you breathe it, you bleed for it quietly. Because when you train in silence, you become dangerous. You don't announce your comeback. You become it. They won't know how strong you got. They won't understand how you stayed committed when no one was cheering you on. They won't get it, because they never had to build with nothing but willpower and rage and vision. You do. This isn't about revenge. This is about responsibility. You owe it to the version of you who was left behind, to the younger version they laughed at, to the present version who's crawling out of the wreckage, to the future version who's watching what you do now. So let them talk, let them forget, let them say nothing. You say everything through action, through routine, through showing up when it's just you, the weight, the work, and the silence. And one day, they'll hear the echo of your name again. But this time, it'll carry weight, because you were built in the dark when they forgot you. And that silence is the sound of something unstoppable being born. The most powerful people you'll ever meet don't explain, they don't announce, they don't post every step. They just appear, suddenly, sharply, unrecognizable. You want to know how? They built in silence. While everyone else was chasing approval, they were chasing precision. While others were trying to be seen, they were mastering what couldn't be faked. And now, when they walk into the room, you feel them before they even speak. That's what you're becoming. You don't need permission anymore, not to focus, not to change, not to become something the old you never dreamed was possible. You don't owe anyone an explanation for going quiet, for disappearing, for shifting into a season of ruthless growth. You're not gone, you're preparing. Because what's being built now isn't for views. It's for impact, it's for legacy. It's for the version of you who refused to die in the dark. So, when they finally look your way again, They won't recognize your face, your tone, your presence, and they'll wonder what changed. But you'll know it wasn't sudden. It was built in the cold, in the silence, in the nights you didn't quit, in the days you kept swinging with no spotlight. You didn't wait for applause. You created results. You didn't ask to be remembered. You became impossible to ignore. So let them wonder. Let them talk. Let them think it happened overnight. But you'll remember the silence. You'll remember the struggle. You'll remember what they forgot. You. And now that you've built without being seen, you don't need to be loud. You just need to walk in the room and let your presence do what your words never had to. Because the storm they never saw coming was you. They forgot you? Good. That silence is your advantage. While they scrolled, you built. This video is your reminder. You don't need applause, you need discipline. No one's coming. No one cares if you waste your life. So disappear, work, return unrecognizable. Let them feel the weight of what they left behind. Build in the silence.